Hey guys, I needed to make a video over today's lesson. A few of you wanted extra help, so we will also be doing this in the Zoom on Monday, but I just wanted to put this out there to get you going. I will do 6 problems and then you can do the other 6 on your own. So we learned in the notes that this is a right triangle, and directly across from the right triangle is your hypotenuse, which we will get into that further next week. But right now, from the water video and the notes, we can see that this square here is the biggest one. So in fact, every time I see this, I'm going to highlight it yellow. So for the biggest side and the biggest square is directly across from the right angle. I'm going to highlight it yellow. And I know that these other 2 areas of these squares will equal the area of the bigger square. If for some reason I am given the area of the bigger square and one of the sides, I will subtract. So let's just work these together and see what we have. So we definitely know this is the biggest side, and they're saying the area of this square is 1,156. Okay, so we know that this one is 1,156. The area of this square is 900. Okay. They want to know what is the side length of this square. Okay, so we know the side length is going to be smaller than the area of the square. But first we need to find the area. Since we have the biggest square, we're going to subtract 900, and that's going to give us the area of this square. So in your calculator, or you can see, this would be 256. So we know the whole thing is 256. But we just need a side. So let's find the side. With your calculator, you have, okay, that's awfully big. Let's make it smaller. There we go. So we're going to use our square root button, which is, let me get second plus 712. Let's clear that out. So we're going to hit second, square root, and we're going to put in 256. Then we're going to hit enter. And we can see that the side of this square is 16. So we know the side is 16. So your answer is 16. We know it's 16 because 16 times 16 will give us the area of 256. There we go. Let's look at number 2. Once again, I'm going to highlight my biggest side, or my biggest square. And on this one, we're given the area of this little square, which is 225, and we're given a side length of this square. So we know the side is 36. So we need to know the area. So we can either do 36 times 36 equals 1,296. Or what we like to do in this unit is we do 36 squared. Same thing, 1296. So now we know the area. We have 225 here. We have 1,296 on this side, on this square. So now we can add them together. So we have that amount plus 225 will give us 1521. So we know this whole thing is 1521. but we just want a side. So the opposite of x squared, the opposite of squaring, is to square root the number. So I'm going to take the square root of 1521. And I'm going to get 39. Okay? So we know the side is 39, because 39 times 39, 39 times 39 will give us the area that we need of 1521. Okay, let's look at number 3. So we have the area of the bigger one, the biggest one. So we have the area of this one, and we have the area of this smaller one. So we have 169 minus 25. That's going to give us 144. So we know the whole thing is 144. We know the area equals 144. And we want a side. We want this right here. So we need to square root 144. And that will equal 12. So your answer is 12. Let's look at number 4. Okay, we have the whole area of the big one. Which is 676. And we have the area of a smaller one. So we will subtract it and get 576. We will subtract it and we're going to get 100, sorry. So we know the entire square has an area of 100, but we just need one side, and the square root of 100 equals 10. So we know our side is 10. Let's do a couple more. We'll do 5 and 6. Okay, number 5, they want to know the area of the big one. We don't have it. We know the area of this smaller one is 400. And we know a side length of this square is 48. So we know this is 48, 48. So we need to multiply the sides to get the area. So 48 squared is going to be 2,304. So we need to add these together. Well, we can just do that by hand. 2,704. And they just want the area, so we have it. 2,704. Let's do one more. So here is our biggest square, and it always seems to be in the same place on these examples. And we can see that the area of this small square is 64. And we can see the side length of this big square is 17. So since it's a side, we need to do 17 squared. So 17 squared is 289. So we have the big one and a smaller one, so we need to subtract. So that'll give us 225. And they want the area, so it is 225. So we did it. We did those 6 together. Hopefully this will help you do the other 6, and then you can turn those in for credit. That'll do it, guys. Thanks for watching.